Okay. So can you highlight the events which is planned for CEGAM 4.0, sir?
Okay, so the theme of CEGAM from the beginning, it's always about like talking about future career prospects. Every CEGAM we have this event which talks about the future career prospects, and particularly in this current context with the advent of AI, there is a mixed feeling among all of us. I mean, is there going to be opportunity for me to do well, or is it going to be a big challenge for me to really overcome this AI imposed challenges? Or the other thing is, the next thing what we are always focusing on, how do you nurture entrepreneurship? I mean, we have a theme on AI and what is going to happen to the future of work. That's one area that we are focusing on. The second panel is always bringing in lots of entrepreneurship related people. They could be like people from venture capital industry, incubators and accelerators, and people who have done that, gone and achieved something, and they've really done great breakthroughs in entrepreneurial career, and some people who have even made the company very big. So we are bringing these kind of people, and then creating some kind of a conversation so that rest of the people can gain from their insight. And not only that, following this, we also are trying to create some focused groups, interest groups around entrepreneurship, around career, which we have not been doing. Honestly, one thing what we still have not done successfully or as much as we should do is, we do not have ongoing conversation among all the alumni based on the focus areas that they are interested in. For example, if you are somebody who is working in AI, so you have a community of people who are working in AI within the community, within the, CEG. So we want to really bring them all together and continue with the conversation. And somebody like, if you're purely interested in fintech, or if you're purely interested in some managerial, growth, leadership position, some of you may be aspiring to become CEOs and COOs and all that. So we want really, bring some experienced CEOs and then, talk to you all and then give you some guidance as to how do you really frame your career so that eventually you can reach the C-suite. Because it's not just, if you're in a programming career, it's not enough you are a programmer. I mean, you'll have to really transcend. You must know how do you handle leadership position, how do you really handle finance, how do you manage strategy. So these are our plans. And the next thing is, of course, everybody is talking about environment. So environment is another area that we want to have a panel, because most importantly, we see across all branches of engineering, there are newer opportunities emerging within the environmental sector. So one thing what we are also envisioning is that most of us who may be doing something else currently, we may have to switch our career midway to take advantage of what opportunities that emerge from environment based careers, or green careers, and careers which are really like energy pollution and things like that, because every engineering can contribute to this also. So that's one more panel. And the fourth panel, the idea is to actually showcase some of the works that the alumni as independent groups. Lots of alumni groups have done lots of independent work, contributing to the college and helping each other. So we want to showcase them all to inspire rest of the batches. Let's say you are, you belong to the 2000, era. So you may be wanting to, okay, how can I really give back something to the college? So we have models. We want to showcase those models. Look, hey, this batch, this is how they all come together, and this is what they are doing as a project, and it's working very well. So that's something that we want to showcase. And also we want to ask feedback from the alumni as to how do we really shape the future activities of alumni association so that it could be more audience oriented. I mean, after all, the alumni association is supposed to serve the alumni. So we're going to have a what we call as an open discussion or an unconference, where we want really go around asking people exactly what are the ideas. So this is something that is not very structured. The panel discussions usually comes from expert. So this is a reverse of it, where the audience are going to be the experts, and they're going to voice their opinions and ideas. So we're going to try to gather these ideas and put to work. So this is the interesting mix of panels and all that. Of course, in between we are going to bring some interesting personalities who did some other different kind of work from after having done engineering. They could be from arts or whatever the industry that or different industry. So we'll have some surprise element in that, but very interesting people are, because not all of us go to engineering careers. And even within engineering, like me, I did mechanical engineering, I went into IT. So these are like people migrate. So there are some less traveled paths. Some of them have done social service and they've been doing it successfully. Some of them have gone and managed family businesses. So that's all this variety also we want to project, and then it will be interesting mix of some stories and conversations, and that's the idea. And yeah, we will have entertainment in between from students and alumni. I mean, this is the structure of the whole program that we have conceived. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of thought has gone into this thing to give a well-rounded experience. And this idea of interest groups and discussion is very innovative and very nice. So it's going to be useful for technologists, environmentally responsible people, and so on.